Welcome to this video playing manayera22. That's a new opponent, someone I never played before. Oh wow, that's a new account. Okay, it just has one game there somewhere in the others, so it's not necessarily a fishy account. So let's see what he's doing there. Okay, playing the classical variation, yeah, queen d5. Okay, go e3 or knight f3. The d5 line is a very, very solid one, where black has very reasonable chances of equalizing. One of the absolute main lines. Yep, knight c6. Black has a very healthy position. He gets in, very often he gets in e5 and can develop the bishop. So I'm just going to continue my own development here. Queen e4, for example, is a very decent move now. Yeah, he went for that. Okay, rook c1 maybe. I don't know exactly what's better here. Taking was also an option. In both cases, black, as I said, has very decent chances to equalize. After knight e4 or knight d5, it's difficult for me to keep the bishop, if not impossible. So I'm going to prevent knight to b4. Okay, maybe this. This is maybe an idea for me to try to play for something. Yeah, there is the mate there on d1, so I cannot take on c6 and take on e5. What I can do is I can take twice on c6. It's probably also just equal, but rook c6, e4, knight d4 is just good for me. Still, he has rook b8 and a5. It's probably just equal, this position. It seems like he has compensation. So I'm going like b4. And he has a5 now. After which I can castle for the equal position. Interesting. What is he doing here? Rook a6. Isn't this good? I don't get that. Rook d3. What is the idea? Rook a6. Okay, after e4, knight d4, I'm actually checkmated. So that is the point. Okay. e6, e4. I wonder, rook e4, h3, if I can do that. Then he has bishop c8. Okay. That's a surprisingly tricky position. Yeah, probably I just have nothing better than this thing, which is just a very drawish. Just very drawish. Maybe. Yeah, I think he takes f3 and a3 now, which looks kind of normal. I don't really think he has something better. And then we just have a very equal position. I go rook b1 and then b5, b6 for the draw. Or is there something else? I can go rook c1 as well for rook c8 check, which is also very drawish. Yeah, maybe that one. I'm not sure what is more convincing. I cannot do more than that. He's just too active there. Yeah, threatening rook c8 mate. I think he will probably play a move like, yeah, like this.
Check.
Why is he taking time there? Is it again an engine?
Check.
Engine or what? I don't know. Taking time on those moves is really weird. It's getting really sick nowadays here with the engine guys. It's possible because this whole thing was very very logical, let's say, and I didn't really face anything particularly dangerous. So it's possible that I can actually have this drawing position against the engine. Quite often you can simply argue that, okay, if you have a drawish position against the computer or against a suspected computer, you can argue, okay, it cannot be because the computer will crush you. Why should you have a drawn position? But this was such a non-game that is actually possible. Yeah, I'm getting the draw here in this position quite easily. I can offer a draw now.
Draw offered.
Okay.
Check.
Yeah, of course, I will win this. I will try to win this on time now because of two things. He declined the draw there, which is kind of ridiculous, and I think it's an engine. And if he's too slow, because he has to check every move against the computer, that's not my problem.
Check.
Ah, it's weird. Now I'm actually getting the H pawn. It's still a draw though. I mean, he just gave me this pawn, but it's still very drawish. Yep, I cannot move the H pawn easily. Okay, now the clock is the doorbell's ringing.
Draw offered.
Okay, that wasn't the best possible moment to get something delivered at your door. Okay, I just blundered this, right?
Time warning.
That's bad.
Check.
As I continue this, I know this doesn't seem very sportsmanlike, but I think this is just a computer. So I'm going to press this on time.
Draw offered.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want, not this game. Because you're cheating. I simply don't buy that. Multiple times in only move situations, spending like 5 seconds. I don't buy that. Absolutely not.
Check.
Yeah, I know this game will will cause some debates there in the comment section, but I don't care. This is a computer, and I'm going to take
Check.
this point on time.
Check. 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 Black forfeits on time.
The second thing that made me very suspicious is still, I mean, it's just 1 or 2 games here, yeah, but still 1500, 1100, and on 5 minutes he's got that, and he's got very little games in. Yeah, we can check that. Yeah, I simply don't buy that. And there were multiple occasions where there were only moves, and he simply spent ages on them. Okay, let's see here, like 4 seconds, 4 seconds. It's all coming like clockwork, but this is still theoretical moves. This also after 6 seconds, and this is a tricky move. Yeah, you have to assess all that. Again, 6 seconds, and again after a couple of seconds. I castled, and this took longer, surprisingly. And also here, what is this? Why do you have to think 20 seconds here? There is no other move. You have to take the A pawn there. Okay, but anyway, and now G6,
Check.
and here, yeah, like 10 seconds. 10 seconds for that move.
Check.
And 30 seconds for that move. I don't buy that. I simply don't buy that. And here he also took long time for very simple moves there.
Check.
And yeah, I would never play that on time, but under those circumstances. Oh, he actually tells me tramposo. If someone is able to translate that, it's probably something very friendly. But okay, I don't care. I'm sorry. This is for me. This is a cheater, and I'm winning this on time because he failed to, because he spent too much time looking at his engine all of the time. So if you are of some other opinion, you're welcome. But this is my opinion, and I acted accordingly. Thanks for watching.